These food industries send samples all the time. Caviar and high-end steaks and samples have to be sent to, grocery stores all over the United States. Let's say it's Belgian waffles that they're getting in from Belgium. And they're spending $200-300 to send that sample because they want them to buy that special waffle. The problem is they're either doing the dry ice, they're doing the frozen gel packed. They're getting beat up.
When you're using gel packs, that is the absolute cheapest way to go. But it's kind of pushing the problem downstream because those gel packs at frozen, that's a crystalline structure. So it's very sharp. And all that does while it's jostling all the way down is just rub nice little creases and holes in that gel pack. And that gel starts oozing all over. Not knowing why that client turned away from you and decided to go to somebody else, that's not something you maybe want to put at risk to save 6 cents on a gel pack.
Gel packs create all sorts of issues. One, they're bulky. A lot of them are petroleum-based, and they leak a lot.
We have customers that have been shipping on dry ice, but the cost of that dry ice is outrageous. Then you have your hazardous goods escalation from the carrier and all the documentation that goes around it. Just eliminating those 3 things more than makes up for any increase in the packaging price for a reusable.
Dry ice is a hazardous issue. If the pilot says, I don't want dry ice on my cargo plane, off it comes. So you have delays in there. And I don't like eating something that was shipped dry ice because it changes the taste.
As it sublimates, it exudes some CO2. And the CO2 has that steely, funky taste to it that does change the product.
We use our platform to send that. And what you got is, one, there's no taste loss there. It's not getting beat up because of frozen gel packs getting rumbled all over the place during the shipping process. It arrives, they get the full experience, and it's reusable. That is all you have, is one chance at a first impression.
Get that product from point A to point B and verify that it arrived as intended so you can generate that revenue for the organization. Why would you do it any other way?
The footprint of a Styrofoam shipper is at least twice what our VIP shipper is, and the weight is a lot less, and no leaking refrigerant. And so that's where you see an additional savings.
It seems like each department is so hyper-focused on cutting 5 cents off of a package cost, but they don't question the $170 that FedEx charges to have it delivered early AM the next day, because that new packaging that's such a great deal only lasts 21 hours.
Well, imagine if you know it can go 2 days or maybe 3 days, change it to 2-day saver or 3-day guarantee. It could be tamales from San Antonio shipping to California, and they want to ship it hot. That's the beauty of our shippers. We can do -40 to +70°C in the same shipper. We just changed the refrigerant.
You can cut your carrier costs in half.
So even if the shipper cost under the lease program is cost neutral, or maybe it's $2 more. Well, I've saved you 65% in shipping costs. Not to mention it's a whole lot easier to pack. We've saved them 30 minutes by going with the zero bench time approach. So now there's this cost saving in the labor to ship the product out.
The food industry is wide open for a lot of the lessons learned and efficiencies surfaced in pharmaceutical, especially for small independent farms. They're very much like the small independent compounding pharmacies.
The small farmers who don't have the space to store all these Styrofoam shippers, we can send them what they need for the week, already conditioned, and then they can push it forward to these grocery stores. They love the reusable model. They don't have to buy a fleet and everything like that. We're the only organization within the thermal shipment platform that has a registered trademark process for reusable shippers.
Ship2Q uses active and passive, the wipe down process, and UV set that will more than back down or kill everything up to anthrax spores. That packaging, every piece of it is much cleaner than new off the shelf.
And we've tested that to the point where CDC actually endorsed that process during COVID. We are a zero bio footprint, and organizations are now taking advantage of the carbon credits.
Everything gets repurposed and reused, recycled. The green boxes, when they get ground up and reused, the PCM goes and gets recycled, rejuiced. The bottles get ground up and it goes into either the cement industry or actually making playground equipment.
There's really nobody else that is approaching zero biofootprint. So let's take a purchasing manager at a large grocery store chain. They're receiving in a week maybe 40 different samples or more. Those samples right now are coming in a Styrofoam shipper. They're trashed. They don't have the capability of sending up for repurposing. And so that person's entire storage area is filled with 40 different Styrofoam shippers. What are they going to do to get rid of it?
There's no reason that logistics should be generating the amount of garbage we're generating right now. It's crazy. Just absolutely ban anything that goes to the landfill.
Our shipping system automatically comes with a return label. That CFO or COO who's getting that sample turns around and just puts that in the return process, and it comes back to us.
This is not that hard to return this. And in fact, it's a huge benefit because I'm not a waste station for my vendor. Do it the gold standard and the right way. There's no excuse for not doing it this way. If you can do something that does the job a whole lot better for the same or less money and takes care of that product, you've really delivered value. And you put yourself head and shoulders above your competition, and now they're playing catch up with you.